Oh, no. Okay, everything is on, right? Okay, everything is on. Perfect. That's enough for me. So today is something a little different. Today I'm on my main PC, the one that I used to play games. That is still running a 1070 Ti from the almost the latest generation that used Nvidia for GTX, because the 20 series it became the RTX, and this is what is being left. And yes, I have the game in Spanish because switching to English is not as straightforward as it is on Switch. So yeah, you have to see the entire gameplay in Spanish, but since the game is mostly in English, including the audio, you won't have a problem, or you wouldn't mind, will you? Aside, most of the information here is just because the point I'm trying to make is, well, this is going to be a little talk about the game in general, of at least my perspective of the game with the years, because looking back, I have footage from the year 2018. And a lot has changed. Even my capture card has changed. And still with the... Well, I haven't upgraded my capture card, but I'm happy with it. At least for now. Because it's not on my plans to do 4K gaming yet. And probably never will. As games nowadays are not really well optimized. And they barely run just with the AI tools like Escalation or Frame Generation. And I haven't opened this game since a long time because I wanted to do the Criminal Mastermind, but one of the guys that I was working with decided to quit, as nobody was making progress, even though we were waiting for him to finish his pending tasks. So yeah, that's a reason why you should ask for people that compromise and can show a will to even make this happen. Let's do something while I... or better. Mm. So let's start the radio. So, the game has changed a lot. Definitely, this wasn't a thing back in the day. Back when I got myself into the rich position, let's say. So what the fuck is the radio talking about? And yes, the game lost its north in... I don't remember when, but I think it's when they started putting movie vehicles or things that... Well, that are convenient, like this motorbike, but it's used to annoy the new players, and that's the reason why I don't play on public lobbies anymore. well, another reason could be the hacker, but that was a reason on the PS3 because I used to play GTA on the PS3 before I had a good enough PC that could run these games. Because this PC gaming is not like it was in back in the day. Because well, I got into the PC gaming world in probably in 2016. Yes, in November 2016, with my first gaming PC that is not half of it is the new, it is the actual streaming PC. Damn it. And well, I have the same PC since 2018, and I didn't feel the need to upgrade. Probably there was a point where I was thinking of getting something better, a new graphics card around this 3000 series, and then it was in stock, and then this 4000 series came, and then well, now the 5000, and for the 4000 everything became sort of normal again. But I think the gaming PC, at least the gaming world in general, is not like back in the day because developers are trying to make realistic games for without a lot of content or a lot of story. This is what we call the triple A games. And back in the day, they were the big thing. Nowadays, most of them are very, you call it? Yes, they can be expensive and they get old very easily. At least that's the case with GTA. Looking at modern games, this has become old. And the only thing that replaced it was Red Dead Redemption 2, which I also have. I don't play because the online mode sucks, and I think Rockstar knows it. Rockstar knows that nobody's willing to play the online version of the game. They just let him die. And it's a good game, but as I say, the online mode is just not enjoyable. And probably not because lack of content, but lack of opportunities. But I mean, it's the old west. It's not like you're going to put flying horses one of these days, isn't it? I mean, they can do it. They're at the end they're Rockstar, and also they don't care about fixing bugs, as I see, because I've seen here bugs and important bugs that are still in the game years later, and nobody has dared to patch them because they're in the war with against the hackers, while making everything possible to tempt the players to hack the game and get themselves money. And I'm against it. What I wouldn't recommend is to pay someone to get your get money to your account, or getting yourself level weapons, etc. Because at the end of the day, there's no guarantee that your account won't be banned. But if you pay something like these shark cards, you'll get the money because it's from the same. I mean, it's a lot of money. for not a very big amount at the end. So there was a time that I think this game stopped being fun anymore, and I just stopped playing. And I'm opening today because I don't have a lot of things to play. There was a game that I will open later, and it will be that. And also don't worry about. I want to go to bank. Don't worry about the Xenoblade thing. It will be tomorrow. Well, one of the reasons that I don't do gaming on PC is because at some point I didn't have more fun with the games, or I didn't have content to make with these games. And also I got into Zelda, and well, now in Xenoblade. These are these the game with the best graphics? No, probably this game have better graphics than both of the games that I uploaded on this channel. And this channel started, well, a long time ago. It was a channel for uploading VODs or edited videos. And what is now? Well, now it is a channel. I use this to upload clips from challenge mode, and nowadays is, well, my English channel, and I prefer to upload videos in English rather than in Spanish because I think approaching a more international public is, for me, has more benefits than just into because yes, you can reach into an international public with speaking Spanish, but the culture that surrounds it doesn't convince me. I'll explain myself after reading this. Oh fuck, where did I get myself into? Because it looked like a military base. Where's the combination here? These are tasks that you can do every day in the game that can get yourself a lot of money. Well, the reason I don't upload videos in Spanish anymore. Well, it's not necessarily a cultural thing, but it's more like, well, there are various reasons. One of them is the time zone and the public that I want to reach, because when you enter into I mean, when you get into a specific public, you have to act and behave a certain way, and you have to use certain expressions, and you have to also know certain means and get into this culture. And yes, also the world is very big, but instead of being big, it's also very diverse, and you can find a lot of interesting people when you join into an international community. And you talk with people from France, from Germany, from Japan, I believe, also, and well, yes, these are viewers of my channel. Is there an activity that I can do here? Hmm. Oh yes, and there's a new place to land. Well, the main reason that I do this in English is because this channel has got a lot of support, and I don't think that's because the language I speak, but probably because the small communities of different regions or different languages can join in an English-speaking world, and with that, a lot of new things are available and a lot of new opportunities create. Because probably in your city you'll be the only idiot who plays modded games, but in the entire universe there are at least 1 million people like you. And that's a good thing, that because there are a lot of people like you don't feel alone, you don't feel well. But my YouTube origins go back to 2013. But in that year, I didn't knew this game existed, or I didn't care at all. This was released for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox console from the 2006 and 2005 respectively. So yes, a lot of time has passed. A lot of time. A lot of time. And well, yes, a lot of also a lot of time from the PC world. I don't remember the day I got the. I don't remember the day I started playing GTA on the PS3, but I remember that the first mission was two out of the what I used to play, which was a basic tutorial and an easier thing than what no think is the usual among new games. And I also have the footage from Battlefield 5 when it came out, because the same year I got this PC, I got Battlefield 5, and I haven't got any Battlefield since then. Find the music mix. Okay. And a lot of DLCs came out, and a lot of new things came out in this game. And now this is how it looks. Let me do something. Let me remove the music. Why? Well, because I'm going to join a race. Just to have something to do and not and this is a lonely race. Something to do at least, you know? Well, so in 5 years, well, so you can see here that some things are... Oh. Okay. So there was what I used to do back in the day, which was racing. I don't know which car to get. Oh. So we are just 5? Oh, yes, this is the game. And well, Grand Theft Auto. I think the game has become bigger than the title used to claim, but you know, things change within along the years. And did I got myself this lowest car in the entire universe? Well, I don't care. The goal is not to win. And back then, life was different. I mean, well, I should probably say one more time how I started on YouTube. I started back in 2015. In August 2015, and back then I didn't do gameplays because my plan was on doing gameplays, and back in the day, the Spanish community of gaming was different than it is today. Back then, a lot of people played whatever they wanted, and winning money on YouTube was in the deal. And nowadays, everything is about business and money. And YouTube, instead of becoming something for fun, for loading videos or share to people, it has become a platform of drama and hey, my life is better than yours, that kind of thing. And that was in it was back in the day. Back in the day, I started to upload YouTube videos because I wanted to make YouTube videos. Well, videos, movies in general. That's what I wanted to make, and not really to become a famous YouTuber. So yeah, the goal has changed with the years. And a lot of changes were made. From my perspective, from the editing style. So I will consider myself from an older YouTube generation that what it is now. And the reason is because even as the new generation of YouTubers are my age, my style is different because I started in my 10s. I'm now 23. And I have a lot of time. I've been on YouTube for a lot of time, and I've seen a lot of changes and a lot of well, I've seen a lot of things. I don't know how to explain, but for me, it has been a journey of giving up or and back, giving up, coming back, because there was one time where most of the ideas that I had never came into light, not because I wasn't motivated, but, well, partially because of that, because I wasn't motivated, but also because I didn't have the resources or the knowledge back then. Now I do have both the resources and the knowledge, even for making shitty movies. But I wouldn't chase that thing because, one, I don't know what to. I don't want to film real life, and two, I don't want to animate because I tried animating and I quit. And I figured that I know how to do 10 million things already, and I don't want to add that into this scenario because I'm going to become good at nothing. I can do 100 things and become good at nothing. And I don't want that. I want to, well, I don't want to become the best of the best and compete with every single person of the planet, because I don't think that's healthy to compete with every single person that exists on the planet Earth. So my approach to making content is to just enjoy, but also, well, I recently wasn't uploading many videos, but I had to resurrect this channel because, well, there's people that like to watch me, and I want that people to stay, because for me making videos is not about fame, money, or all the things that can motivate some junkie to start uploading videos on YouTube. What does NF mean? Non-classified? Meh. I should pick up other cars. I mean car. Yeah, this really suck. Yeah, you can like this, but well, that's your opinion. But I think there are better stages. Uh, mm. Nowadays YouTube, well, I don't have YouTubers that I use a reference. I mean, a reference. I just make what I like and how I like. I don't have a. I don't have what someone call a target audience for as well. No, nowadays YouTube is like a business above anything else, and I don't like that type of mentality. Yes, it's money above anything else, because for me, a lot of content creators are more about getting famous or making millions than creating content for enjoying. And well, the streaming is an even worse place. I do streaming because for me, getting this out immediately and then editing the recording is a better thing to just be more natural, you know? The don't focus on the bad or good things. Just do it, and well, whatever you do, it won't get. You can't erase that, but you can make it better the next time, or you won't worry about it. Because sometimes I watch the streams after I finish them, and I figure, hey, I like some things that I did, and or I don't like some things that I did, and well, you get better with the years, and that happens with most of people, and with me too. But I don't think I will have a lot to improve now that I have a lot of experience and I don't have the same joy and energy that I had back in the day. Everything comes down into personal choices. And also, most of the people that I knew back in the day, well, I don't know about their lives anymore. But one thing's for sure. I wouldn't want to play with the people that I used to play back in the day because things nowadays look well, people nowadays, at least where I live, have a kinda boring lifestyle. When I say boring, I don't mean laying on the couch all day, but most of them, the only thing that they have eyes for are their phone, and that is a problem, especially for if you want to talk to these persons. I mean, these people, since the only source of information or joy can be made on a phone, they aren't capable of listening to you, or at least not in the same level, and you end up getting frustrated and with your brain telling them, "Get out of the phone, you fucking idiot!" And I hate that kind of people. Back in the day, there weren't phones. Well, they existed, but they weren't the shiny things that we had today. Remember when there was the home button on the phones? I remember when the phones had a physical keyboard. I remember the smartphones being. I was a kid back then, and this new type of phones came, and I asked myself, where are the buttons to call anyone? And well, it was a touchscreen, and yes, there were buttons, but there weren't physical buttons. I like this stage more. Fuck this fuck. Or fuck this shit. Yeah, welcome Rockstar censorship. I love it and I hate it, both at the same time. Yeah, let's try this. Oh, people agree with me. Nice. I mean, because I have a good motorbike, but probably will change in this. So, well, it's off-road. And then, yes, in the same year I uploaded YouTube videos, I got a capture card by recommendation of some people. And it was a good decision, even if most people will disagree. And then I got into, well, I mentally got myself into the double PC setup, and I wanted to achieve that. And notice people go for the opposite. No laps. Well, escape 2. Yeah, probably this will be fine. Radio? Absolutely not. I'm sorry. This was a thing back in the day. I don't do. Let's do with this, even if I don't win. Because, well, these are. This is for. This is to enjoy, as I say. Not to. Oh. Well, this motor wasn't. Well, it's not. It's not a really bad motorbike. But I think if I saw this stage as what it was, we'll probably pick another motorbike. Wait, probably this was a good choice. Now that I'm looking at. Because of the amount of control that you get. Because I picked this to get something for more off-road. But I think that was unnecessary. Ooh! Mount Chiliad. Okay. This is interesting. So, this is the plan. This should be the plan, to enjoy things. At least for these races. Most people only care about getting first, and I used to think that way, but now it is about what things do we get, because once you get ahead of light, you see that being number one is not always the. It shouldn't be the goal. Yes, it's great, but there are more things in life than being the first in a race, or to win a lot of money of competitions, you know. Yes, some people, as you see, quit, and that's normal because if you suck at the race, I will probably quit too. But in this case, I just, I try to win because otherwise, why racing? But I do this just to explain myself. Back then, I used to do videos with an iPad that I have. I still do have, but I don't use that anymore as I moved everything into my PC. And yes, I also used to have a PC, but it was very old. Not as old as you probably think, and as I probably thought of the era because it came with Windows 7. So it has to be from 2010 or later. And it were other times. Back then, Skype existed. What is Skype? Well, that's a thing that some Estonian man invented and got bought by Microsoft to replace Messenger. And then Discord got invented and improved everything that Skype was, and nobody uses Skype anymore. If we got tired of it, so as soon as Discord got invented, we moved there, and we forgot about Skype, me and everyone else, and it disappeared, and now everything is on Microsoft Teams. As you see, these races are empty. Back in the day, there used to be a lot of people, but well, everything moved along, and nowadays, at least on the internet, it's all about. What can I? No. It's all about making money most of the time. And the other part of the time is to show a lifestyle that is supposed to be what is the standard. But at the end, it only gets you into things that you won't then probably like for example, go to the gym is healthy. Well, what if I don't want to go to the gym? Me personally, I tried the gym and I didn't like it. Yes, surprise! There's people that don't like to go to the gym. Because for me, having a good body is not. I mean, yes, you have to be healthy, but for me, having a perfect body is not everything. And it shouldn't be the goal. My goal is to be healthy. That's it. And I'm happy with that. But there's people that want more, and already someone that goes to the gym suggested me that I should go within or I should do the gym. And I told him I don't like the gym. But he said, well, I don't remember exactly how these conversations went, but also, do I like this race? Well, I think I do. It's an interesting thing, not the most creative one, and probably not the best thing in the universe. I don't complain either. And the dude ended up getting a nice body. Me, on the other hand, well, did I just I got healthier? I don't know. I'm not here to talk about my personal life, even though I did. Uh, should I do this race? Yeah, let's do this. Even with two people. Mm. And now I see videos of, well, some kind of life of teenager content creator or teenager streamer or teenager from school. And a lot of them are extremely different from what it was when I used to make content. Because back in the day, creating content was that the sort of new thing. Now with the phones everywhere I go, there's people that is half of my age, if not a quarter of my age, and I'm 23, that has a phone and dances on TikTok, Instagram. Well, probably their dancing is going to be on TikTok. And that's not the problem. The problem is they are everywhere, and you cannot avoid them. And the problem is they appear in the background. And it wasn't the day. In the day, everyone tried to protect their anonymity, or they didn't want to get famous. But now it looks like if you don't have social media, you don't have a life. Well, that's not the reality, but I had an I'm probably talking too much. I had an Instagram and I closed. I had Facebook, I closed. I had Twitter, I closed. Before being purchased by Elon Musk. And I don't regret every single minute that I've been out of that social media, because there's a point where you don't want to spend time there anymore, because it becomes I'm not winning this. I don't care. There's a point where the only dude who don't have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, is you. The one who started creating content since he was 10 years old. And back then were Lego Stop. And it was from the time when Lego Stop Motion was a thing. And if I mention some channels here, you probably wouldn't even remember they exist, or they will be dead, or not even listed on YouTube. Just those what I will call my reference from back in the day. Before the booming of content creators enter, and well, back now most of them wake up at a very early time, go to the gym, get some breakfast, at least in the United States. But they seem to have a life that none others have. I'm going to explain how my life was creating content and going to school. And first of all, it's not romantic at all. You have to wake up by the clock or by your mom calling to you. And you wake up, you take breakfast, you go walk into your school, or your mom gets you in the car. And then you join for... Even if you arrive on time, then good. If you arrive late, the professor will close your door and fuck you off. I don't think there's a workplace that it does that anymore. Yes. I think I just say that schools just are a type of Nazi schemes, and I think they are. It was going there and not filming in the entire class, because like in the United States, in my country, you cannot take your mobile phone in class. At least where was no, everyone takes their phone in the class. At least where I'm studying, or where I used to study. in my case, I'm not a fan of going with the phone, and I wasn't even thinking remotely to go to class to film what I was doing. What was back in the day was to go to class, do what they wanted me to do, and go back home and doing some homework. And after that, in some spare time, creating content. And back in the day, I still used to have the iPad. I learned how to do it with Vegas Pro as someone in the classroom that was also making videos, because, well, I wasn't the only one. But I'm the only one because everyone, a lot of people, someone said that he's going to have more subscribers than mine, and he stopped uploading at some time, and so did I. But there's a difference between those people and I, and the main difference is that I still do content for YouTube, while the others just didn't and moved on with their lives. Someone was uploading Call of Duty, someone was uploading Minecraft Skywars. So what happened to all of them? Well, simply they either got bored or they were on YouTube for the wrong reasons. Can you get into... Oh, finally. Damn it. Luckily I'm doing this alone. World record, 1 second. Yeah. Hackers. Because if that wasn't made it into speedrun.net, that wouldn't be came in an entry. Anyway, going back to school. In the day, yeah. These people... And that's probably the first time in my life that... Well, probably not, but the first time that I remember that I felt what envy feels like. Nowadays, I wouldn't even feel that, because what's the point of having numbers if you're not happy of what you're doing? And I felt bad at the same time, because it looked like it wasn't doing good enough, or I was falling behind. Nowadays, well, I'm here, I have 600 subscribers, which not the person that I know have reached that number. Everyone started uploading videos, and the only one that is remaining from that list is me. After so many years, probably some of them have moved to TikTok. I've seen one of them on TikTok, and well, he's doing content, but yeah, probably not for his main thing. And and the other reason I'm doing this is because, well, it's not like the same era, because it felt like everything stopped on time. Although everything got better, I got myself a new studio, so nobody will interrupt me anymore, like it used to happen back in the day. And now I'm alone most of the time. Oh, 4 minutes just for a lap. Damn, that's a lot of time. And about almost 7 gigabytes of recording. Thank you, new Avion codec. Yes, I'm offering you the best quality, or as I think it is the best quality Just because I like to do that, because I would like to go back and look and think, wow, I made a very good job here back in the day. And yes, I did some things back in the day. And some I regret them, and some I feel proud about them. But at the end, well, it's progress, and you have to make mistakes in order to achieve new things in life. The problem is that the internet, and especially the ones who want to make your life miserable, because yes, there are a lot of mentally sick people that want you to make your life miserable, no matter what. Not only the internet, but in real life as well. And I found those people, but not in the internet. Yes, surprise! For me, the internet was the place to meet new people, especially my partner, which my business partner, which is still is. I don't do nothing with him anymore, but he still remembers me. I don't talk with him a lot anymore. But we used to make things that were fun for us. We used to get into projects. I used to have Minecraft servers, and the last project was explained on my main channel, but the video is now private because I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to go into a chapter of life where the things weren't fun and everything that was able back in the day was to complain. Or to... Because a lot of time has passed and a lot of lessons were learned and a lot of mistakes were corrected and a lot of new things appear as well. And yes, a lot of new opportunities. And I'm grateful for every single opportunity that I had, even if they didn't end up in anything. Because times have changed and no everything must be perfect, even if someone has to fake it. And well, that's basically my life. I don't even remember how I was able to keep with school, and well, I wasn't. For some time I wasn't. And not because I was lazy. Because there's people that cannot do well in school. I was one of them. Well, last year I was also doing a lot of work and also doing YouTube. And I managed to obtain good grades because I studied what I want. And someone will probably say, but you don't have to study what you want, you have to study what gives you a job. And that's true, you have to study what gets you a job, but nowadays, even that is false, because no matter what you study, that doesn't guarantee you to get a job. And nowadays, it's probably better to have social connections, which I don't have, than having studies and a good resume, because resumes are papers that employers don't even read. That's true, I'm sorry. Yes, you're the winner, but because you're alone, you fucker. Hmm. Let's do the race with this. Even if it's not appropriate. Why do I have this on green? I should change it to brown or something. I'm not ashamed of this car. Back in the day, wasn't well, streaming was what it was because back in the day you had to verify your phone number to upload videos of 15 minutes or more to YouTube and to stream. Nowadays, that's even a mandatory thing to create an account. So it went from verify your phone number to load 15 plus more minute videos to verify your number for even exist. And well, back in the day, I was a kid and oh, give me my phone number. Well, that's a no. And then I just said fuck it and did it. And well, it didn't change a lot. And back in the day, shorts didn't exist. So if you wanted to create a short video, just create a short video. And you did it with a camera that was either widescreen or 4/3. Recording vertically was starting to become common with the phones, but it wasn't the main thing. And nowadays, every single platform tries to convince you that vertical video is the best thing, which is not. The only reason why that is a thing is because most people are too lazy to flip a phone 90 degrees. And I'm not guilty of that. The problem is that at some time it becomes too complicated. Which it shouldn't, because with proper posture it should be possible. But it requires to grab your phone with both hands, and most people have one phone, let's say with a dog, and the other one with a phone. So they are too late. Well, they shouldn't be looking at their phone if they're going, if they're walking, or going with a dog, or driving. Well, you know what I mean. I mean, if they can't, they will. I'm going to argue against that. The fact that people are so addicted to phones that they cannot live be 1 second without it is a little problematic, because once, me personally, once I get off of this studio, I don't touch my phone. I carry it for technical reasons, but I don't look at it. Why? Well, probably because I still like the real life, even if it's by a little. But I still enjoy it with its goods and its bads. And well, I'm getting out of topic here. What a shitty car for racing. Well, that's what I wanted, so fuck off. Also, this circuit sucks. I don't know who made it, but it's very bad. Too many curves. And it becomes boring and repetitive with the time. Yes, that was YouTube back in the day. And back in the day, everyone made shitty videos, and some people still are, but looks like nowadays, the one that takes a camera and says, "Hi, I'm a I don't know, 25 years with a virgin or with no friends or lonely or whatever, and it will have a good video quality and a good microphone quality. Why? Because technology has improved. That's the thing. There's still people that, well, that's a good thing because there are people that still upload videos to YouTube explaining that, talking about themselves. It's like everyone now has to do a 25 3 minute with research of a topic that just five depressed people wanted. And we stopped creating content for fun. Well, we still create content for fun, but probably not for the type of fun I'm looking. Because when back in the day, reuniting with your friends, sitting on the couch and turning on the Wii U or the Wii and playing video games was the thing. And it was a thing there with one, two, three friends that I had for a very short time. That we sit in a couch, we turn on the console, and we play it on the same room. What happened to that? Why now everybody plays online? Well, probably the first reason is because PC gaming became more affordable. One, two, Nintendo lost its some of its gamers. Three, most of the gamers grow up and now have jobs, which gave me a reason why you can't have a job and in your free time doing, I mean, playing with your friends. I mean, yes, you know that matching things together, but so what is the problem here? Matt, this race sucks. What's the problem? Well, like I said, this is the last one that I'm going to make a custom tour of racing. What's the problem? That some people get a side hustle. Some people get kids. Some people have a lot of excuses. Some people just want to spend every single minute of the day with their girlfriends. And some even will sacrifice the only short amount of free time that they have to spend time with their girlfriends or move with their girlfriends completely. And even some people will try long distance relationships. Even if they mean in leaving your friends behind, because let's be honest, friendships last longer than relationships. At least more relationships. At least nowadays. And don't try to tell me that's false because it is not. Well, I never dated. Yes, surprise, I never dated. I said in Xenoblade I never dated, and I'm not planning to do that because, well, I mean, this could be an egoist thing to say, but it's, I have everything that I want in life. Why do I want a girlfriend? Yes, surprise is not of the reasons of that the Manosphere claims. It's because I'm not willing to put the amount of time and effort that some relationships require. I like to spend time with myself. I like to do this. I like to walk in nature in the morning and do streaming in the afternoon. That's my way of living life. And I enjoy it. Even if it doesn't look like I do because, well, I'm not really the most energetic person on the planet. And you can probably see it. Probably most of the topics that I'm covering are already talked in the Zelda streamings. Well, Video games have been part of my life since childhood. When everyone had the new and shiny, I will see the name of the game, the new Super Mario Bros. For the DS, when everyone was in the DS. I suck at the game and I had someone helping me to clear all the levels. And at the end of the day, I think I'm the only one of those people that had the console that I got beat it. I mean that I beat the 100% of the main game, and I sometimes still open it. And that's what 16 years later, because it's the first video game I had in my life, the first video console I had in my life. Back then, when losing was suffering. Because, well, you get into the world and the first thing that it tells you is that if you lose or if you do something wrong, then, well, that means suffering. And yes, we humans are masochists. And it feels like if you don't... Well, I got tired of that attitude myself, and nowadays if I lose, I just try to see what I'm doing wrong or stop playing and move to something else. And probably by the end of the day I will forget it. And this car turns... car doesn't turn curves very well. But I'm not an expert on cars, so please don't blame me. So I think one of the days someone told me I don't want to know anything about the game anymore. Like, wow, dude. I just wanted to talk, you know? Well, then the PlayStation 3 or 4 went out. People played all type of video games. Also, people like football. I didn't. I don't like football. I'm sorry, but people kicking a ball is not my thing. And what I like to do is not to watch people kicking a ball, but being the one who plays with the ball. And even that for me, well, the race doesn't suck. One last race. I have a lot of storytelling to do here. So I wanted to talk about myself in this game and how it changed it over the course. Because I started playing this when I was still a minor. I'm still playing it. Being 23 years old, and don't have any plans to purchase GTA 6. And I don't know what I'm going to do because I have to keep uploading content into... Well, I can still explore the other chapters of Xenoblade. Or change a little the content. Because, well, in my games communities, I think everyone should go on their own way. I think I want to build something that was like back in the old days of the internet, but for the modern times, which means like the older style of hanging out with friends, sitting on a couch and playing video games together. And I would like to have that, and 2-3 people playing a video game with a microphone, or 2 or 4, and just recording that and uploading it to YouTube. This is the way they like it to go. And I know that those times are not coming back, especially for people my age, which probably have graduated from university. Some of them will have 3,000 diplomas or more if you want to count even more things. Oh. And then they'll be looking for a job. They'll continue with the relationship. They'll have kids, and then I'll look at myself. Will be 30, 40, or even 50 years old, and I'll be in the same position. But I'm still happy. Yes, no girlfriend, but I'm still happy. Yes, you can be happy without having a girlfriend. Yes, that's a possibility. And I had a friend that didn't have a girlfriend, and in a small amount of time, he had one, then went two, then he's now with a third one. And he likes to spend so much time with her that I say, okay, moving on. You with your life, me with mine. And I don't regret the decision. Did I leave my last friend in real life? Yes. I mean, sometimes things has to end, and that was one of the times that it had to end because I didn't like to have the life that I was having. Yes, for the ones that are coming here, I'm doing these races alone because, well, no one is playing. I want to be in the waiting area for 5 minutes. Well, I can just enjoy it. And that's one of my main lessons in life. Enjoy it. Enjoy what you do. Don't let other people criticize you for what you do, because at the end of the day, it's your life. You had to choose what you do for a living, and you had to work in something that you like, because you'll be 40, 50 years old with I don't know, a girlfriend, kids, and you look at yourself and think, what did I do with my life? Then you look at me, I'm still playing video games, and I don't go for the traditional route of get married, have kids, or or no, get into a 9 to 5 job and get paid, or get paid to barely survive with just your salary alone. And then you say, what, I'm going to live this life just to suffer? I'm going to spend my life doing a 9 to 5 job while I don't have anything else in life than doing what I like? Because, well, if you remove what I like to do, well, you just remove my life. If I cannot do music, I'm not. That's my life. If I cannot do YouTube, that's my life. Well, my life is not fixing computers, fortunately, because I stopped doing that, at least professionally. And someone has problems with their computers, well, fuck them. Because I got tired of fixing someone else's problems. It's just survival. Yeah, back in the day when entering here was being the bad guy, and now you can enter with the motorbike and make a world war or class massacre. And you can even enter here without alerting the military with the angars. You don't want to get deleted by a tank. Let's get out of here and go to our target. Yes, even the police comes. And back in the day, there was a 6-star which had the military come for you. And now that disappeared and it's only 5 stars. I didn't know they had a lot of money. This were probably from the races they did before. Oh, the good times. When racing was a good and spiritual thing to do. No, this was the purpose of racing. Enjoying. But nobody does that. Everyone got the new games to get busier, or a new generation of gamers were born and they're choosing other games. Like Roblox, for example, but I don't like Roblox anymore because it's filled with the same games over and over again. And I don't like to play the same game twice. Yeah, life has changed, so with this game. And some things here are outdated as formal norms and social norms as well. Yeah, when time passes, you feel old. And I mean every single day, because I have an entire archive of videos that I hope I don't lose, sorry. And I probably won't, since I made a lot of countings to not let that happen, at least so easily. Well, this is what this is the end result of a lot of years doing what I love to do. And also by taking different decisions in life. Sometimes I'll look back and I think, did I feel behind in life? And you can think of that in some sort of way, but then you think about what you have, and then you compare with someone else, and you only can think, I'm really fortunate because I have what a lot of people will only dream about. And I'm ungrateful for that. Yes, being ungrateful is a serious problem. So if you can, please be grateful to whoever you want or have in life. Can you get better cover for this? Who's the last one? Well, I know also know have a lot of things that. Oh wait, I see that. I already see that I have a lot of things that I have now that I didn't have before. I'm still grateful for that. I'm still also grateful for the opportunities I have, even if I live a different life from the others. The security ward, girls. Damn it, there's already a lot of enemies from a third round. Where's the damn helicopter? Damn it, this is too many. I'm not going to survive. Damn it. Well, this is better to do with a lot of players. I didn't like this anyway. Yes, so I think you know the problem about this game, right? There's a time where it's like I said, I probably didn't see this, but when you play the same thing over and over again, you become bored, and I think that's the problem with this game. Because it's the same map, it's the same ambience, things have changed, the missions as well have been updated to modern times. But you don't feel the same, it doesn't feel fun anymore. And I don't know if this is because some people just got bored and stopped playing, or they went into modded servers instead. Which that's a possibility. I did that one time, but I don't do that anymore because I don't like some role type servers when you have to give your ID, your phone number, or your 1,000 million things just to be part of something. I just want to have fun, but no, people, communities are more close than ever. People are ruder than ever. and people stop stopped enjoying playing like before, and well, everything fell behind. Not just me, because as I say, I'm from an old generation of YouTubers, and in my style, I have different things in mind, and I do. Modern times require modern adaptations, but I just don't want to burn myself, and I don't want to go into unrealistic expectations because, and this is not from social media, but for other people as well that tell you things that probably for them have worked, but in real life, not everything is for everyone. And I get tired of hearing people that say, I wake up at 6 a.m., I do gym, I do YouTube content, I do work, I do business, and I still have time to get all tens. Fuck you, that's not possible in real life, I'm sorry. But most people don't have the energy, the attitude, or even the psychological capacity for that, because I've seen so many videos of YouTube of people saying how to get all A plus. But honestly, I've tried that as well. As I tried what the videos say, and that never got me a 10. But the only thing that got me a 10 is to get into the things that I like doing or I could do. With this vehicle, you cannot use the car wash. Fuck you, Rockstar.
Come in, come in.
I tried everything that this guy say that was useful, because back in the day when I got in high school, there was a lot of good video tutorials, include for people that say, I was like you. I repeated. I got suspended. I had a lot of blah blah blah, and I don't know. And I tried that methods, and they always fail. Wow, surprisingly, because we humans are different, and the things that work for one will never work for you. That's called differences, and it's what make humans humans. And ironically, it's what make humans want to progress. Those differences, those singularities, those special things that makes ourselves unique. And most time we try to blend into into society, and after high school you are alone because most of your friends are fake, most of your relationships are fake, most of the people that you see online are fake, and this character that you're seeing right now is fake. And the things that I'm telling you are, well, I'm trying to be honest about it because I don't want to be this type of thing of YouTuber that say, if you do what I do, you will be able to do it. That's false. I'm sorry to say that's false. There's no way that following my techniques, you will get results. You won't get all tens or nines like I did with my techniques, because there's people that have put more effort than me, trying more than me, which didn't even pass. And I'm sorry, that's the reality. You can say whatever you want. You can say that there is a certain technique that makes everything possible. And there probably is, but if you try to make it for everyone, it's going to fail. Because teaching and learning are very skilled things. Because you have to know the person that you're teaching to. Because yes, we're born equally, as someone will say, everyone has the same 24 hours, but one person needs 3 minutes to memorize something and another one needs 24. And you cannot erase that from your mind, because nowadays, no matter what everyone tries to claim, because someone will probably make a video in the future, I don't know, and say, no, that's false. With this technique that is proven to blah 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 how amount of people. Because this, yes, no, you can run your experiment as many times as you like. Because in reality, your experiment can work on the close circle of people that you have, but that's not always going to be the case. There's people who are going to fail. There's people who are going to succeed. There's people who are going to be extraordinary, going to invent new things. There are people that will achieve new things. I mean, I believe in the theory that we all can get good ideas, but we just have to put ourselves to it. And yes, that's true. Everyone can have ideas, and the only thing that we have to do is to put ourselves through it. I mean, go to my main channel. I write music, even as the most uncreative person on the entire planet Earth. I still write music. I still get ideas for videos. I still make creative videos. This still isn't probably where's the VIP? Not seeing it. Well, I'm taking the cash in the first place if I don't come back here immediately. You see, what's the problem with GTA? You do tasks, so you do things to get money, and then you do things to get money, and then you do things to get money, to get more money, for more things that get money, and more things that get money. And this goes on a loop. And then you buy 1,000 cars, because I have a garage with a lot of beautiful cars. And I don't drive most of them. I go always with the same motorbike, and I figure out that I don't need luxury. I don't need 1,000 cars. I don't need a big mansion, which I have, but for other reasons. I don't need any of that. I can live in a caravan, and I'm still enjoy this game. And if I don't need luxuries to enjoy this game, why do I need them in real life? So I stopped chasing the what everyone else will be chasing, which is the. I'm just kicking out this guy. Okay, fuck off.
Relax, boss. We got it all under control. Juggling all the modeling and acting and being a DJ too, you know? Whatever.
Where was I? Yes, you don't need a lot of money to, and people say money brings you happiness. Well, that depends on how you look at it, because for me, money doesn't mean happiness. I had money, I don't have money right now, but I had money, it didn't make me happier. And purchasing new things doesn't make me happier either. For me, what makes me happy is to make things by myself. I think anyone that has created things and has looked behind and think, "Wow, I made this with my own hands, and it works." And I'm happy than purchasing a 10 grand product. Well, welcome to one of the most satisfactory things in life. Well, satisfactory, no, that's a game. Satisfaction. Fuck, I need to improve my English, but I won't because I'm too lazy. And it won't because I don't have anybody to talk with. Because if you don't talk, your English will not improve. Even if I stream daily, it won't improve. And that's lame. And it sucks. Because when you have 0 people to talk with, there is 0 reason to practice English or speaking at all whatsoever. But when you don't have any friends, well, you have all the time in the world. And you can see that as a problem or as an opportunity. But one thing, I realized one thing some time ago. Having friends is more important than ever for some reason, because it can link you to things that social media cannot link. Because most of the opportunities I got in life were outside social media. Yes, there are opportunities in real life outside of social media. Probably you never thought about it, but they do exist. And ironically, they are better. Because I got now I can claim that I did things that most people will only dream about. And it got them outside of the internet. So what was the point of the internet? Of the social media? Connecting people and then being ignored because the amount of people that can ignore you for other people is big? Yeah, I think I heard that before. And I also thought that in cities you had more opportunities with more people, but everyone else had as well. So they wouldn't waste any single minute on you because they can go waste that time with someone else. And then in the big city, you end up alone. Well, in the town, in the middle of nothing, you get friends, you get people to enjoy life, you speak with people, you meet other people as well. Because at least for me, most of the times I spoke with people outside of the internet. Well, no, there was one place. There was some more than 5 years ago where I speak with someone. I've never seen him again. I spoke with him because it was like in a very close environment, and I met him through contacts and through going there, and well, I don't want to give a lot of details, even if if alters the story. I'm not going to play the second game that I said. Well, fuck it, let's do it. I'm tired of GTA. Just wait a second. because I have to open it and update it. Because there's an update. Well, it's called the Button Effect. This game has some history, especially with me. And this is probably a contribution that most of you don't know about. And I seriously doubt it because it's not a secret, but I never talk about it in 5 years. So the fact that I'm talking about it could be considered revolutionary. And it is revolutionary at some extent. Oh, and there's also another game, Skate, which brings me back into skating days. But I speak about this later, about my skating days. Probably will take a lot of well, this is the game. It's called The Button Effect. This is a demo that I got sent by the creator of this game.
Dear visitant, the originator of our museum, who shall remain anonymous, invites you to observe its private spatial exhibition, The Button Effect, Pressing Matters. Each of the puzzling exhibits on display without the use of words conveys an idea. Apparatuses, apertures, art. Your curiosity and wit will prove useful in its interpretation.
Ooh.
Place your trust in the architecture. The interconnected rooms were designed to provide ample space and time to solve its mysteries. Stray at ease, and you will never truly be lost.
This game is just about buttons. So this game, do you remember Imagine Lifetimes? You probably don't, but I got a contribution into that game, and it was playtesting and translating. And there was another Spanish translator, but that one never finished the job, so I took it, and it was the first to finish it. And I did with other 3 translators the Portuguese Brazilian, which also took a contribution from my translation. I mean, inspiration or ideas. And the Greek translator who I never met. So that's my contribution. You can see in the credits of Imagine Lifetimes in the translators and playtesters that my name is written there. The deadly edition, not the free edition. And well, this is his new game 5 years later. The Button Effect. Which is a puzzle game. It's not really complicated, but probably if I have to compare this with the other games that I've seen on real life, this is this is a very good game, and well, I don't know how to explain the mechanics of this game. You probably should look by yourself. Also, the music is good. Probably if I make something myself, I will make it better. A game about thinking. Well, thinking where goes where.
Test your assumptions and push forward. It is all we've got.
It looks like green buttons unlock things and red buttons do something. I played this before, but I don't remember much about this. As you can see, a puzzle game about buttons. Yep, that's all. Buttons. You have to solve puzzles with this. Damn it, I didn't want to do this. I don't know if I was going to say more things. And what does this unlock? Oh. Another new room. Say, this is everything about puzzles. So... I think you're starting to see the point of this. So how do I unlock this? Ooh. Alright. So as you can see, everything is like a giant puzzle.
Stand calm. Be to shape your will.
There are buttons here as
Stand
well
calm. Be still. To
that
shape
say
your will.
things. More buttons here. The universe of buttons. Hmm. Strange. So how do I unlock this? Oh, okay. Wait, I think I have an idea. No, it's not going to work here. Oh, okay. I think I have to... Okay.
As fleeting years unfold, as fleeting years unfold,
This is the... Hmm. I think I see the logic of this puzzle. Damn it. Hmm. Well, so you see what this game is about. And I already forgot about what I was going to say. So yes, you see, well, this is not all my life. I don't want that to be what this portrays. Because there's more in my life than that. And I don't want to... Oh wait, I think I have an idea. So if I manage to... unlock this... and then this... and then come here. Oh yes, that's how you should do it. It's this issue.
Exploring dead ends can lead to invaluable answers.
Hmm. Need to know now how do I press it? And what does this lock? Okay. All right. Hmm. Hmm. So one left for this. Oh. Are in development. Oh. That's unfortunate. Let's keep going. Nice. Another room. I mean, luckily there's that door. Hmm. Okay. So this is an interesting game, especially with this calm music. Are in development. Yes. But hey, I managed to do it. This is the first time that I managed to solve that. Novel this. How do I manage? Hmm. I think I know how to solve this. And this is the part that I didn't, that I never got. I think that I can do this now. I had to think. What about this? Are in development, nice. And are in development as well. And this gets us down the second floor. Which got activated? None. Okay. Hmm. Probably going to be one of the hardest maneuvers I'm going to pull. He can do this with enough precision to get through this. But I don't remember enough how it is. Then I had to open again. Well, I was talking about things of life, and I got into here. Probably got tired of hearing myself speak. I mean, that's normal, isn't it? The problem is, how do I press this button? Probably with this, but I don't have any idea how it's going to make that possible. Okay, that one got activated, nice. No, this one... And... Oh, I have to activate this one again. Okay, I'm starting to see something. To figure out how to lock this button. I think you can probably have an idea how it works. That's the only part that didn't manage to get through, unfortunately. One, two. Three. Is this a kind of combination? Because it looks like it is. It looks like a combination. At the same time, it doesn't give me any new ideas. What should go past that? Oh, okay. I can actually press this one. It doesn't come up again. The problem is that I cannot find a way to click on this. As well, you see a problem, right? I have 3, I only need this 4 to comply with me. The problem is this. So I need to find a way to activate either this or this button, but it's a little too complicated to do. Unless I try some dirty maneuver from other place, but that probably is not going to work. So I have to guess. I have to find a way to press the button. Probably if I could jump, but with this it's impossible. Do you think I can think it's about trolling the game camera? Or looking to other parts, but instead of that, not a single idea of how I should make this. So, does this deactivate if I target somewhere else? Yes. This deactivates if I target somewhere else that isn't this button, so... Wait, hold on. If I manage to... But it's not possible unless I activate this button somehow. Or this one, but it's completely locked up. I cannot open that. There are things that crouch, run, move forward, look. I can crouch, but I cannot jump. Oh, it is. Wait, this interacts with all the crystals, so... Can do, but I can't try. I'll look at the opposite direction. No, not even a single chance. This has to be impossible. And I believe this is the button that opens that door, but... without any clues of how to solve it. I think I'm stuck here. Well, I think that's about it. I don't have anything else about things to explain. I wanted just to take this opportunity to speak about GTA and the thing that has became over the years. And it went to many different things. Ooh. This, I don't know how to get past here. This is probably intended as this is probably a final area or something, but there's more. Which is this. I don't remember how did I unlock it.
As fleeting years unfold,
And there's a secret room here, which I don't know how. Oh wait, zoom and press, and another button activates here, which I guess I have to go somewhere else to look at it. Can press it from... Okay, I can. And what does this do? Ooh, interesting. So, this is like a bonus area? Okay, that's good. Now I have to know how to activate this. I'm not going to do it, so I think I'm going to finish here. So thank you for being here. Tomorrow, Xenoblade again. And see you.